Welcome back to the Fifth Quarter Podcast. I'm your host, Kay Nagyar, giving you episodes every single Friday. I'm here with Mike again. Mike, say what's up to the camera.
Hey guys, what's going on?
And NBA is back finally.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the air is a little fresher now. We have all sports in full effect right now. NFL, NBA, college football today. So let's fade this out here. Love that beat. So yeah,
it does go hard.
Yeah, the beat does go hard. So let's start off here. I brought it. Let me just put it on. No context here. No context. I'm just gonna bang. The Orlando Magic, in my eyes, are back. They played against the Heat, and I was surprised the whole game. I was like, man, we actually have an offense this year. I was looking at that game, and I was like, wow. I was like, we can actually do something in the East this year. I mean, I know the past couple years, we've been solid. We've been okay the past couple years, but now when I look at the Magic, I'm like, we can actually compete. What can you say for your team, though, Mike?
Definitely not the same. I don't know if you saw the average age combined on that team was 31 years old.
And we're losing by 20.
That's a lot of experience. Losing by 31 at halftime.
Yeah.
I bet you I turned that game off instantly.
Right. That's a tough game. But anyways, let's start off with the Magic Heat game. Let's kind of go in depth on it besides, that we won. I looked at the game, first 5 minutes, and I was like, wow, this is like a competitive, very physical game that I watched the Magic and the Heat play. The Desmond Bain addition is already proving to be the right move for a contending Magic squad in my eyes. I think they could be top 3 in the East this year. What do you think about that?
I'm thinking the same thing because, once you add more players around your starting lineup and then you're like, they're like, oh, yeah, we have this confidence now and we look good as a team. We play good as a team.
Right.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah. I look at the Magic and I say they're building their squad kind of like the Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown situation was on the Celtics in 2018. You got Franz that comes in, you got Paolo that comes in, and they start to show some flashes for your basketball team. And now we're going into a couple years later, and they make some playoff runs, they make some good playoff pushes. Haven't won a series yet, but they've been to a Game 7 against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and you bring in a guy like Desmond Bain and Tyus Jones, and those are moves that you say, hey, we can win a championship off of this.
And not even just play. They have experience.
Right, exactly.
And it's like they have tougher experience against tougher teams. They know how to play.
Right.
They know what to do to make this team turn around.
Yeah, Wendell Carter came up clutch in the fourth quarter for the Orlando Magic. Really just extended our possessions, made us get extra possessions that we shouldn't have had on offense before. Tristan Da Silva looking like a torch off the bench for the Magic, had 19 points for us. He's looking like a true six-man for us. And then the Magic are putting pieces together to be in contention for the East this year. That was said before, but I just really want to stamp that because, the Magic, they're a team that doesn't make a whole lot of moves. In the history, they don't really make too many moves, and now that we're seeing this, they're really putting faith in this squad that, hey, this is the time to strike. Like we're a good team. Let's prove that we're a good team.
And the East honestly isn't looking that strong right now.
Yeah, it's not.
Without Tatum on the Celtics.
Yeah,
and that's kind of a big move right there.
Yeah.
Even though he did say he might want to play, but the East is not looking that strong this year.
Yeah, this is the Magic's time to really assert dominance and be the best team in the East. The Heat didn't look bad, but they didn't have Hero back in the lineup. They didn't have Tyler Hero back, and that's their star player, and that's their guy. Bam Adebayo is your second man up, and I'm going to be honest here, kind of off topic, I think Bam Adebayo is kind of overrated.
No, yeah, after the Olympics, I think he's kind of fallen off. He doesn't shoot. He's not as physical anymore. He doesn't get into the play.
I think he's a better version of Draymond Green.
Yeah, I could agree with that. But I like Draymond as a playmaker more than he just gets physical for no reason.
Right.
I like him more as a playmaker.
By the way, Draymond Green got a tech 6 minutes into the NBA season. How do you do that? I don't understand how you do that. That doesn't make sense to me.
Oh.
I don't know.
It's Draymond.
Man, that's just awful. I mean, anyways, the Heat will always contend with a fantastic coach like Eric Spoelstra, though. It doesn't matter who's on that squad. He's gonna give his players the right game plan to put them up in contention to win a basketball game, and that really showed during this game. They didn't really have the best players out there. I will say one guy that I did really like though was Davion Mitchell. He carried the momentum from last season, kind of towards the end in the play-in and all that, and really showed himself in the first game. He was a torch for them in the starting lineup. He was playing fantastic. But my question is, why is Kel'el Ware not a starter? He played great last season, and you're starting a guy like Nikola Jovic over him. It kind of baffles me that's the move right there.
Yeah, especially coming out of that last year, you have confidence. You
Right.
know what you can do.
Right.
You want to be in that starting lineup.
Exactly. I don't know. That's a shaky situation. But I think the main point that we could take away from this game is that watch out for the Magic with a functioning offense this season.
Yeah.
Last season we were top 5 defensively, and this season we can shoot better on the perimeter, which means that Paolo's going to have more space inside the paint to go and get to work because they have to watch out for a guy like Desmond Bane and even Franz Wagner now. In my opinion, he's starting to get that 3-ball looking good, and Jalen Suggs is back in the lineup as well. I think Desmond Bane and Jalen Suggs can really be a top backcourt in the league, especially defensively. They were showing that they can be very physical with the opponent's backcourt, and they were showing that throughout the game.
Yeah, and like you said, that top 5 defense, that the offense will correlate into defense. You get better transitions, you get more confidence on D, and you're just honestly playing like a whole new team,
Yeah.
It's just, it all translates to everything.
Yeah, but anyways, my Magic win 125-121 to start 1-0 on the season. Great for that. Next game I do have is the Cavs versus Knicks, and the Knicks, they came out swinging first in this game, dominating at halftime 50-65. It's rare to see a Cavs team that does not strike first.
Yeah. And coming out of last year, I feel like they should definitely have more of a grit to their play, but they started off real ugly.
Yeah, they
started
did.
off really
They
ugly.
did, and then they kind of woke up kind of at halftime. They were like, okay, let's start playing against these boys, but it was a little too late.
Yeah,
It was a little too late at that point.
and they just kept going down.
Yeah.
They would make a 1 or 2 point, maybe a 5-point lead, but then the Knicks would just come back, dominate on defense, and translate that to offense. And I honestly feel like that's the whole issue with the Cavs. That was the issue last year too. Also injuries, but injuries is a whole different story.
Yeah, Evan Mobley with a great first game in my eyes, and I know you had your kind of take on it. You thought that Evan Mobley kind of dwindled off later in the game. He started off kind of hot, but nevertheless, he had 22 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. He was 4 for 8 from 3. Really was making the biggest impact down low for the Cavs in this one. And I think, me and you have talked. He's a great big man.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic.
Still
big
got to
man.
give him props. He's one of the best right now.
He is.
For
He can
his
do it
height,
all.
Yeah.
He can
for
do it
his
all.
height is insane.
Yeah. Donovan Mitchell doing Donovan Mitchell things, 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists, being the superstar he is for this Cavs team. It's Donovan Mitchell. He's been in the league for a while now, and we've seen it time and time again, especially on the Jazz, and no different on the Cavs. He's playing great.
He's definitely having that great year. I feel like he's gonna go in and just dominate.
Do we think that Donovan Mitchell will be in the MVP race by the end of this season? I know it's too early to tell, but do we think that Donovan Mitchell could really compete for an MVP this season, especially if they win?
I do think so. He just has to stay healthy, one, and that's a whole different story though. Two, you got to keep playing like you want it. Like
Right.
he did get hot like midway through, and they started to come back third quarter, and that's just the whole thing. Like if you want that title, you got to keep going.
Yeah, I was watching the game, and I was like, man, this dude is really pulling out everything in that deep bag that he has.
He's doing mid-range fades,
Yeah.
pull, hit him
Step
with the
back,
jab
yeah.
step. Oh my god,
He was crazy.
he's got a deep bag.
The perimeter attack for the Cavs was good, 19 for 46. I don't know if they would like to keep the perimeter plan of attack going forward, but only time will tell. They were shooting, I think, 41% for the game. So, that's a good 3-point percentage, especially for game 1 of the NBA season. But I don't know. I don't really know what to think about the Cavs right now. I thought they would really come out and pick up a huge impact win against the Knicks game 1, but now kind of change of events. Let's talk about the Knicks though. I mean, they're the winners of this game. As far as the Knicks go, I think they picked up where they left off, really being physical on defense and letting these Knicks stars carry the offensive load. I think that another thing that I want to point out about the Knicks that they have done better, at least so far, is that the Knicks, they have better depth than the Cavs on the bench.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, the loss of Ty Jerome to the Cavs really makes a difference, and you can see it during that game that, those starting five, they were carrying and they were starting to get tired because they kept having to go out on the court, and there was nobody really making a splash on the bench for them. So, the Knicks, they have really good players all around, and that's what I love to see. Brunson, Towns, and OG being prominent in the offense early. Let the stars carry the offensive load, and they'll carry them to paradise. And those are three really good players.
Yeah, that's a big three right there.
Yeah,
100%.
100%. Yeah. Anyways, the Knicks win 119 to 111. Another game. These are the games I saw the highlights on. Timberwolves versus Blazers. I was watching Anthony Edwards, and I'm not the biggest Anthony Edwards fan. I hate to say it. He's a great player, but until he learns to not be selfish with the basketball, I don't think he can win. I don't think he can win a ring until he steps up and is really like, okay, I can't win if I'm not distributing the ball as well. He did have 40 points, and he was shooting really good shots, but come playoff time, that doesn't really slide.
Yeah, he definitely has to pass it more, has to get it around the court more if you want to actually go somewhere. I mean, they do make some playoff runs or whatever. They get playoff wins, but like you said, if you want to be a champion, you have to do what champions do.
Yeah.
Not be selfish. Take clutch shots. Like he did take clutch shots, and he won the game for them.
Yeah, exactly.
But you also have to pass the ball around.
He put the dagger in the game yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he walked him down the court and hit it. I mean, I had full confidence in that shot, but come playoff time, when you play a team like the Nuggets, who are knocking on the door of another championship in my eyes, that's going to be a hard team to play.
Yeah. Especially when you don't have the greatest, like a great team, and Timberwolves have a great team. We also don't have the greatest 3-point shooters.
Yeah.
So I feel like you need to make more playmaking plays.
One thing I will tell Anthony Edwards is be more efficient with the touches that you get.
He's a great 3-point shooter. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he is. Be more efficient with the touches that you get in this game. But anyways, Timberwolves versus Blazers. I like this Blazer squad. They bring in Drew Holiday. They have Denny Avdija. There's a lot of players that they brought in. Shaedon Sharpe with an extension. He signed a contract extension a couple of days ago. Donovan Clingan, the Kamara dude. He had 12 points. He averaged 12 points last season as a rookie. So there's players on this team that I really do like. They have bring in Young Hansen as a rookie, and I think he's what 7'3", 7'4". Yeah. He's a center. He kind of Yao Ming vibes. But yeah, I look at this Blazer squad and I said, they could ceiling for them in my eyes is they go and they win a play-in game, and they make it to squeak into an A seed.
Yeah, I could believe that because I mean they're a strong team right now. The way they're looking, maybe just based off of box score and stuff, you just need to slow it down. Just not get as tired. Obviously, they were outscored 30-19 in the fourth.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's not that great of a deficit, but that lost them the game pretty much.
Yeah.
And I feel you just need to be, like you said, more efficient through the whole game, and just take better shots. But overall, that team is amazing. They're looking amazing right now.
Yeah. Yeah. They that was a good game, and I think both of those teams are going to be looking promising this year for sure. Hornets versus Nets. I was watching that game. The highlights on that game, man. The Hornets they look solid.
They actually shot. The whole team shot 51.
Yeah, they were
51%.
9 of the 10 players that were playing in rotation for them scored in double digits, which is something that doesn't really happen that often. Whoa, just had a mic error there. That was bad. All right, we're back. Yeah. So, anyways, the Hornets, they shot really well. 9 of the 10 players were shooting very well from the field, and yeah. I mean, Con Canuple first game playing back, he played well, and I really like the way they played.
Yeah, and the way they have that set up, I feel like it needs to be a little better, like efficiently, because I mean they do take some crazy shots, but the way they were playing that game was amazing.
Yeah, speaking of crazy shots, there was a shot that I saw, and it was LaMelo Ball to Brandon Miller right out the gate for a highlight dunk. I was like, man,
that was insane.
I was like, yeah, that's an insane play, but man, that's hard to do.
Brandon Miller can get up there. He can. He is a dog.
Paul George 2.0, my eyes, man. Paul George 2.0. He's awesome. Yeah. Let's talk about the Nets though. Michael Porter, he's there. I think they're shaky. They're rough.
They definitely are. He only had 12. He had what? Either 8 in the first quarter and ended with 12.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's.
I had him on my parlay, man.
Yeah, I don't know how well that's gonna work.
Had him on my parlay, and he sold it.
Don't worry, I had James Harden on my parlay, and they lost that game.
That's man, terribly. That sucks. You know, man, I don't know. Yeah, I was looking at the parlay. I said, man, Michael Porter's, he's gonna hit in the second quarter, and after I look again, I'm like, this dude's not gonna hit.
And nothing happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, the Nets, they look kind of rough in my eyes. They're classic Nets. They kind of remind me of the Jets in football. They're really they're just mid. They're very mid. They're not a good team. They never make the playoffs, and until something different happens, I don't see anything changing.
I thought they were gonna do decent, but after watching that, I have a completely different opinion.
Yeah. Not much to say about that game, honestly. Just the Hornets, they're starting to shoot a lot better in my eyes.
And they're getting everyone the ball.
Yeah,
everyone
they are
is scoring.
Yeah, everybody is scoring for that team. Next game that I do want to talk about, 76ers and Celtics. VJ Edgecombe. Watch out for him. This kid, I mean, I was hearing the announcers. They said, oh, man. They were like, this kid's going to be special. And when I was watching the highlights, I was like, dude, this kid's getting up there every single time. Nobody can stop him within 2 feet of the basket. And he's going to out-jump you.
Honestly, no one can stop him from the perimeter either.
Yeah,
5 3-pointers,
yeah,
34 points. That's more than Allen Iverson's debut.
Yeah, that's the third most points in the rookie debut ever. Will Chamberlain, obviously, at number 1. But, VJ Edgecombe, there's a bright future for him. And I know it's been one game, but you can even see, like, I was listening to announcers. The announcers were like, why is VJ Edgecombe playing like he's been in the league for 6 years already? Exactly. And how true that he wasn't flustered at all. He was just playing his game.
And that was all him. Yeah, he was so comfortable. Well, then you also have that backcourt could be nasty. You have Tyrese Maxey dropping 40.
Exactly.
In the first game back. I feel like that's crazy.
Yeah. That backcourt is going to be insane. And then they have Quentin Grimes and Jared McCain coming back, and
Quentin Grimes.
That itself, Quentin Grimes and Jared McCain is a great backcourt, and that's probably going to be on their bench.
Yeah, and that's what other teams need. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's insane. But the Celtics, it's expected. Jason Tatum's out.
They made some questionable trades too over the offseason, which could bite them back. And it's who knows what could happen, especially after that first game. From the start, it was back and forth. I don't know if they even got a 10+ point lead. So
yeah, it was. No, they did. They did at some point in the third quarter. Tyrese Maxey was actually helping them come back. He was stopping the bleeding for them. But just what a game that was. That was an awesome game. VJ Edgecombe, at the end of the game, I think we only saw his flaws at the end of the game where he missed 2 free throws in the clutch, and then Peyton Pritchard almost hit a game-winning shot. But the 76ers, they squeak out with a win there. All right, next up we have Spurs Mavs. Victor Wembanyama, 40 and 15. Insane game there.
He's unstoppable.
He's starting to become unstoppable. I mean, at this point, it's like if he stays healthy, I think, dude, he could be he could be in the MVP race. And I mean, we were just seeing him use all of his physical ability, as far as how tall he is, to really just have an impact against a Dallas Mavericks team that I think is a pretty good team.
He was just doing whatever he wanted against AD as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. I also Stephon Castle, 22 points out of him. He's picking right back up where he left off. He played great. Yeah, this Spurs team, they're really riding on Wemby right now, and I don't blame him. I mean, he's 7'5", he's an alien, and he played great, man. He played fantastic. Let's go over to the Mavericks side here. We had Cooper Flagg in the starting lineup, starting point guard, kind of in that Magic Johnson type role. He's a tall guard. He wasn't bad. He wasn't great.
No, he wasn't bad. He wasn't that great.
But when you look at a guy like VJ Edgecombe who drops 34, it's like,
I also feel like you're gonna have to move him out of the guard position. He's a little taller, and against smaller guys, he's just gonna get ripped, and he's gonna. Obviously, it's his first game. He's 18 years old, and he's gonna get nervous. But
right.
He
played his role.
It's his first game, and he did play his role.
Anthony Davis played solid. I like what he did 22 and 9. Cooper Flagg with 10 points, and he had a steal. He played okay. He had he did solid.
I do like this Mavericks team.
Yeah, they are. I do too. And when you get Kyrie Irving back, you're gonna be in business for sure.
You also have some nice players coming off the bench. D'Angelo Russell, Ryan Nembhard, Max Christie.
Yeah, there's a lot of solid players for this team that I really do like seeing and watching. What's next for you, Mike? What else do you want to highlight? What other games do you want to highlight? As far as standout games for you.
I would say, the Bucks, they did go off, but I like the fact that Giannis went off. He didn't do so good in the start, but he did drop 37 and 14 in 27 minutes.
Yeah.
And with Chris Middleton leaving, he's on the Wizards now. Dropped 23 back in Milwaukee, so I thought that was pretty cool. Chris Middleton's been a long-time Buck, so I don't know. I like the team. I like the Bucks team. I like what they're doing right now. So
you watched the Clippers game, right?
Yes, sadly I did.
Give me a rundown, kind of, how did the Utah Jazz really, control that game, control the pace, and end up winning by how much they did?
They dismantled them from the start, and I feel like they really exploited the oldness of the team. The first 4 points were lobs behind Zubac, and he's really great. But then you have 30-year-olds on the perimeter that can't guard such a young Jazz team. They were down by 31 at half, and James Harden's still dropping a double-double, 15 points, 11 assists. And I feel like to really stop that, you need to play more aggressive, obviously, but you're older, so you really can't. So Ty Lue definitely has to come up with a game plan for them.
Honestly, I think it's defensively where you guys kind of messed up there.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, defensively. It's not offensively. You guys are mature offensively, 31 years of age. You guys,
I have all
everybody
that
can score, right?
Yeah.
All that experience. Everybody can score on that team. So defensively, you guys have to be able to keep up with the young Bucks.
Well, yeah,
so,
Lauri Markkanen coming in with 20 points, and then Walker Kessler, 22 points, 9 rebounds.
Love Walker Kessler. I think he's a top 8 big in the league, and it really shows every single season. He's very underrated, and
especially
I love
after
watching
that.
him.
Yeah, and during the game, the commentators talking about what coaches were saying, and coaches were saying he does need to shoot more.
Right.
And I feel like that it was against the Clippers, but I feel like that will be a big jump for him because he is a great player.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player, one of the best defensive players in the league in my eyes. I kind of want to get into the two opening night games, the Warriors and the Lakers played.
That was a really good game.
Both of them were really good games.
Yeah.
Warriors and Golden State Warriors and Lakers. I just think Steph Curry ages like fine wine at this point. He'll continue to dominate just because he's so good at shooting the basketball. It's not really taking too much of a physical toll on him. And Jimmy Butler really leading the way for them. He had 31 points. He's playing great.
They played great team basketball.
And I think they picked up a great rookie in Nick Richards from Florida.
Yep.
I think he's a fantastic player as well. I think you could really start to see him throughout this season. Start to do. I think he hit a couple of shots, a three and a layup. He did what he needed to do, and I think that's what we'll see out of this Warrior squad this season. Is as long as we can surround Curry with solid pieces, solid players, I think they can make a run. I'm not saying they can win a chip or anything, but they could really make a deep run and really prove that we have Steph Curry still. We're still going to cook here.
100%. They also have Al Horford, great three-point shooter.
Yeah, he was playing solid.
Buddy
for his
Hield
role.
had 5 threes already. He's looking hot, and he's just shooting them right off the bat. And he can get cold at times.
He can. That's the Buddy Hield effect.
Yeah, but I also feel like you have to shoot those shots.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I like this Warrior squad, and I'm glad to see that Golden State's really picking up where they left off, especially after Curry got injured. And he was out for that series. That was a tough thing to go through. But the Lakers, just give it time. You'll get players back. We'll talk
Luka
in a
for
little
43. Bit. So
we'll talk in a little bit if LeBron's even gonna be back mid-November.
Yeah. I think he will. I was reading another thing where it wasn't a full thing on him. It was just people speculating what he's gonna do. So it's just about him. It's not a real scandal with him in it.
Okay. Yeah, we will get into that after we go over the Houston Oklahoma City game. The scandal of Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier arrested for illegal gambling, tied with the mafia, and I literally was looking on Instagram not long ago, and they were asked to be immediately leave in the NBA.
And that's crazy. It's happened before, and you're already making millions. So
yeah, I don't know.
I don't see it
either. There's a couple other guys. Malik Beasley, he's probably in there as well. And yeah, it's such
insane.
Such a bizarre situation. But
so greedy.
LeBron James was linked into it. We'll see if it's actually true. But Houston, Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't know how I feel about this game, man. And you've described how you felt about this game, especially in 2 overtimes. Shea gets free throws, and I think the free throws at the end were deserved. But I understand that SGA, he didn't even look to shoot the ball at the end of that.
That's what I wanted to say, because yes, it was a foul. You got KD in the air with your footwork, and it was amazing. But you were not shooting the ball.
Yeah,
that's on the ground.
There was no
foul.
intent. You just kind of.
And in every play you could smack on the hand. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that's what they do though.
That's not basketball.
Yeah, it's what they do, and they won last year off of it, and they'll try to win this year off of it. But Alfred Sengun looks great.
Oh my.
Kevin Durant, he's really taking a lot of mid ranges, which I really
doing
love.
His thing.
Yeah. That squad will be just fine. I think the Houston Rockets can really compete in their conference this year. I could see them in the playoffs for sure.
Oh yeah, and the offense was surprisingly good with such a not small, but OKC doesn't have smaller guards, so
right.
I feel like they would have just got 24 steals that game, but instead they were actually showing good offense. They were shooting good shots, and they were getting the ball around.
Yeah. Just great games that we saw from the NBA in week 1 here. I want to get into NFL section now. Just what an NBA start. It's going to be a great season. 81 more games to go. So, anyways, let's get into the NFL game recaps. What you got for us, Mike?
Well, obviously, I feel like we should start with the Cincinnati Bengals beating the Steelers 33-31.
Last Thursday. What a shocker there.
Joe Flacco throwing for 342 yards
Yeah.
and 3 TDs.
Yeah. If you're Joe Flacco, you're like, man, I really got the. We talked about this last week. I have the best receivers that I can
Best
possibly have right
receiver
now.
room in the league.
Yeah, Chase Brown finally doing something this year. I know he was picked high on a lot of people's fantasy leagues, so I guess they're happy too.
Yeah.
11 rushes for 108 yards. He played great as well. T. Higgins, 6 for 96 and a touchdown.
And that Jamar Chase.
Yeah, Jamar
16
Chase.
receptions.
Yeah, man, that's
Insane.
good stuff right there. Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf, they don't. There's a lot of miscues that happen with them, and that I feel like that's how those 2 interceptions really come about is. Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf, they're not on the same page, but when they are on the same page, it's magic.
Yeah.
But, a lot of times they're not even on the same page. How about this, though? Aaron Rodgers, 4 passing touchdowns, all of them to tight ends, and 3 different tight ends as well. Pat Freiermuth, 5 receptions, 111 yards, and 2 touchdowns, had that clutch touchdown right before the game ended. But, Joe Flacco comes on and he
leads
spoils
him down
it.
the field for the game-winning field goal.
Jonnu Smith with a touchdown and Darnell Washington with a touchdown. So you don't really see Aaron Rodgers hit his tight ends that much, but this game it was really in full effect. He was going to hit those tight ends, and also Jaylen Warren, 16 carries for 127 yards, 8 yards per carry. That's that's a recipe to win a game. But that was a great Thursday night game.
Jaylen Warren is also a reliable back.
Yeah, he's solid.
I also, as a Browns fan, I don't really like talking about them.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like 50-50.
Yeah. Over in London,
had a blowout
Rams, Jaguars. I don't know what to think about the Jaguars.
What I think of when they go into a game every time is it's just the Jags. It's the regular old Jags.
Yeah, it's the regular old Jags. They look intimidating. They're 4-2. They're like, oh man, they're hot. And then you go and play them. They're like, they're the Jags.
Yeah, I mean the only real highlight is Travis Hunter scoring and going over 100 yards.
Yeah, he played good. He played good that game. I don't understand this. How Trevor Lawrence has 300 yards of offense, no interceptions, and they still end up only putting 7 points on the board. I mean, you're making it down the field 3 times.
Yeah, it's insane.
You can't put it together. I don't know.
It honestly could show in the Rams defense.
Yeah. Where's Brian Thomas though, man? We've said this the whole season. Where is Brian Thomas? 3 receptions for 31 yards. I mean, that's a game where Brian Thomas usually puts up 70, 80 plus yards.
I honestly thought he was going to come back from the beginning of the season, but he hasn't yet. Yeah, and it's kind of insane.
Hasn't showed yet. Travis Hunter, 8 receptions for 101 yards and a touchdown, played great. But yeah, man, Matt Stafford, 5 touchdown passes, 3 of them to Devontae Adams. One to Terrence Ferguson.
That's such a good duo right there.
Yeah,
I don't know how people didn't see
it. It didn't even feel like when Puka was out that he was really out.
And all the speculations were saying that was going to be a rough game, but
it wasn't.
You can look at
that. They really took it to them 35-7. Eagles, Vikings. Man, the Eagles they got a lot of crap for playing the Giants bad. A week and a half ago, now 2 weeks ago actually, and they came back and they had the same formula this game. Let Jalen Hurts pass. I guess it worked this time.
Yeah.
19 for 23, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns. Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. Devontae Smith, 9 receptions, 183 yards and a touchdown. That's great.
Yeah. That's what happens when Jalen Hurts gets you the ball finally.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith is a dog.
They weren't miscuing. They weren't miscuing anymore on those deep shots. I think they made it, they made a big point that Jalen Hurts, you got to hit these throws, man.
Yeah.
Like, you got to hit. He had them wide open a couple weeks ago. Devontae Smith on the same exact route that he got Devontae Smith on for a touchdown. He had him last 2 weeks ago against the Giants and missed him. those are game-changing plays.
And the start of that game was a 4th and 4, and they went for it and scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
So I mean, that could really show something. And it was to AJ Brown,
right?
Which he's getting the ball back.
Yeah, he's getting the ball back. He's starting to look fantastic, and he's not being really a crybaby anymore. No, yeah. Thank God. I don't like these receivers that talk, all that.
Especially when you're winning games.
Exactly. Exactly. You're still winning games, brother. Just shut up and I'll get you the ball. Carson Wentz, 2 interceptions, 313 yards.
Targeting for Jordan Addison, that was insane. He had a bunch of targets, 9 receptions, 128 yards. Yeah. I like that.
I don't think the Vikings are bad, and they actually play this Thursday against the Chargers. We'll see what happens in that game, but I look at this Vikings team, and I'm like, offensively, you guys aren't the greatest right now, but your defense is keeping you in these games. So if you guys can, put together something offensively, I think that they can really come out and start to add some wins to the left column there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Next game I want to talk about here, Patriots-Titans. The Patriots, they're just showing dominance. Yeah, I said that last week. I said that this week.
There's not much to talk about for that. Titans are still the same old Titans.
Yeah, they're starting to be good, man. The New England Patriots, I think they're a threat in the AFC now. Drake May, he had 2 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 222 yards. Ramondre Stevenson
Drake
going
May
off.
Is a dog.
Yeah,
just wait till the Cleveland Browns come after him.
They have a lot of pieces on this team, especially when you pair that with Mike Vrabel's defense and his culture. It's like, man, they can't really do anything wrong, it seems like. Yeah. So, yeah, I look at there's not really much to talk about this game rather than the Patriots are back.
It's a good old Patriots.
It's a good old they're back, man. They're back. So, the New England Patriots, Drake May, I think he could be an MVP candidate by the end of this year. So
I believe that he is going off, really going off.
Panthers Jets, not much to talk about this game either. The Jets suck, and
I don't know what happens with their defense. It goes from we're so bad, and then their defense somewhat comes back up, but their offense still cannot.
No Rico Dowdle 200-yard game today.
He's
surprised.
I think the hot hands are done.
Yeah, they are. Xavier Legette, 9 receptions, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
He's a good wide receiver. Yeah. I think he needs to get way more targets.
Let's talk about it. I know Bryce Young, he didn't really do too much, but Bryce Young, 138 yards and a touchdown. But the big thing about it is that he's not turning over the ball anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the big thing, and that's what we like to see. Yeah, that's what we like to see. So not much to say about that Panthers Jets game, but yeah, he's getting hype, man. He's getting hype. The Browns. Take it to the dog. I'll let you work this one here.
I think we can really start off with Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah.
And, that defense was
he's a gamer of the week in my eye.
Locked up. Yeah.
Gamer of the week.
3 touchdowns. He had 84 yards, but he had a 40+ yard run for a TD. Yeah. 2 Wildcat touchdowns.
Yeah, it's insane.
I love that they pulled that out because I haven't seen that in forever from the Browns.
We were talking about this on Monday after we saw each other after the game, and we said, man, Dylan Gabriel, this is all you have to do, bro.
Yeah.
18 passes, bro. That's it. That's it.
You don't even have to complete all of them.
Exactly. And all you have to do is maybe you can pass one of them into the end zone.
Yeah.
That'll put us in good position. Quinshon Judkins is a dog, man.
Little better reads from Dylan, but honestly, he's fine. He's doing fine. Good.
Yeah, he's doing solid.
Just more experience, and he'll be fine.
Yeah, you guys should be okay.
And that was just a blowout game. Not much to talk about, really.
Yeah.
Besides Quinshon's a dog.
Yeah, there was quite a few blowouts this week. Bears Saints. I think the Bears they're coming. They're starting to show.
Good. They are looking good.
They got 3 picks on Spencer Rattler.
That defense is coming in strong.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if Spencer Rattler is really the guy.
I want to see Tyler Show. Is he on? Yeah. He's still on the Saints?
He is.
Yeah, I want to see Tyler Show.
Yeah. That
Alvin Kamara too.
Chris Olave started going off in the he started going off in the second half of that football game.
I honestly feel so bad for him.
Yeah, I think he should get traded.
Yeah,
you put him on the trade market.
Going to the Bills for him would be a big move.
Yeah, it would. Caleb Williams, he played solid. That interception wasn't his fault, in my opinion. But DeAndre Swift, man, 19 carries, 124 yards and a touchdown. He played great.
And it's another example. All you need to do is not throw as many, obviously through interception wasn't his fault. Caleb Williams, but
take care of the football.
You don't need to throw
drive him down
a
the
lot
field.
of passes per game.
Drive him down the field. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Drive him down the field. Yeah, these quarterbacks just simplify the game if you want to pick up some wins. Simplify the game.
Exactly.
I think this is the hottest team in the NFL right now, and I hate to say that because
Chiefs are back.
They're back, man. They're back. Yeah, and I would put my head down too, man. Patrick Mahomes, 26 for 35, 286 and 3 touchdowns. Rashee Rice with 2 touchdowns. First game back for him.
He's definitely coming back. I won't complain about that because I mean, what he did outside of the NFL is a bit iffy, but Rashee Rice, that's a good player.
Yeah, I love.
That's a great player.
He reminds me of prime Deebo Samuel.
Well, because
prime Deebo Samuel.
Then that takes away Xavier Worthy's double teams. You just put him on a streak. That's a touchdown from Patrick Mahomes.
He's great. The Raiders, they're a bad team.
Yeah,
they're absolutely awful.
Not much to talk about.
I cannot believe they have 2 wins this season.
I feel bad for Ashton Genty.
Geno Smith, not playing good. He could get traded by trade deadline.
I think that was honest. That could be one of the worst trades.
That they didn't trade for him, or did they? Did they trade for him?
Did they?
I thought they signed him to a $100
no,
million
I think you're right.
contract.
They just signed him, I think. But still, that's $100 million.
That's a expensive quarterback right there for you. Colts Chargers. The Colts
still looking dominant.
They do look dominant, and this score of 38-24 does not really reflect how the game went. The Colts were in control of this game
the entire game.
The whole time. I think they were up 21 to what? 21-3 or something. I don't know.
I think
they were
you're
up
right.
at some point.
21-3 at halftime.
Yeah, they were. They're playing so good, and Jonathan Taylor is offensive player of the year right now.
It's like
him and Jackson Smith are offensive player of the year right now.
Yeah,
you know he's had 2, or actually I'm sorry, 3 3 touchdown games out of Jonathan Taylor, and he's just playing great. Daniel Jones taking care of the football. Love to see that.
I love to see that. Getting out of the Giants organization. Now he's doing great.
Right.
I like to see that.
Tyler Warren, 4 receptions, 69 yards and a touchdown. He's playing great. And the Chargers, Justin Herbert's throwing their receptions, man.
My bad. Yeah. Switching back to the Colts. Tyler Warren is a really good rookie.
Oh, yeah.
At tight end, the way he is playing, it's insane.
You can see, I think I called it first episode of the podcast. I said Tyler Warren is going to be one of the best rookies to come out of the draft, stamp on, and it's starting to pay off for me.
Yeah, and he's consistent, too.
Yeah, he's great.
It's crazy. I like
He's great. Justin Herbert threw 2 interceptions. Well, I guess that's what you expect when you throw 55 passes though.
Yeah.
420 yards and 3 touchdowns, looking like Jameis Winston out there. I don't know. Gadsden, 7 receptions, 164 yards and a touchdown. That's kind of crazy to me. He's not really the most known guy.
And it's a crazy stat line to lose the game.
Right, exactly.
And the same thing with Keenan Allen.
Yeah, 11 receptions. Yeah, for 119 yards and a touchdown. Did you see that Keenan Allen is the first guy to reach? I think it's.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did see those
that?
stats.
Yeah, the receptions record, fastest to ever get there. I did not expect that.
He's been such a dog the past few years.
Yeah.
Recently it's been off.
Last year he was different, and this year he's back. I think to his original form.
Yeah.
In my opinion. What's up with this game here?
That
Broncos Giants. That was a crazy game.
So hard.
33 unanswered points
in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 33 points in the fourth quarter. I don't know what you do about that, man.
What does that show about the Giants' defense or the coaching?
I think it's more of a coaching issue than Jackson Daugherty played great.
Yeah,
15 for 33, 283, three touchdowns, and
I will say that
interception.
That interception did lead to points.
Yeah.
But 33 in the fourth is still crazy, and it wasn't even the full fourth quarter. It was about 12 minutes.
Blame it on the defense. Blame it on the defense. I mean,
and the defense is good. They have Brian Burns. They have Dexter Lawrence. They have Kayvon Thibodeau. They have a great D line.
Yeah,
and they might have a bit iffy wideouts, a bit iffy safeties and linebackers.
Their secondary is a little bit
like Deontay Banks. He really sold that game. He had 3 touchdowns scored on him, but then before that, Holland was in before he got injured.
Yeah,
0 TDs.
Yeah,
literally 0 points.
Bo Nix 4 combined touchdowns, looking great.
I think he is really good. He's
I've said that since last year. He's phenomenal. I think
he's proved himself.
Yeah,
it's insane.
He has. Packers Cardinals. I didn't really watch this game at all.
And it was apparently a good game. I didn't watch it that much either.
Josh Jacobs 2 touchdowns with an illness, by the way. He was sick.
Yeah.
And had 2 touchdowns.
He always scores. He always goes.
Him and
gets
Tucker
50 plus
Tucker
yards.
Kraft too. Tucker Kraft starting to come in.
Tucker Kraft is always a star.
Yeah.
He always has been.
Jacoby Brissett, that's he's okay. 25, 36, 279.
That's the definition of a backup. That's kind of like Jameis Winston. He'll give you, except he might not throw as many interceptions. He'll give you a few good games, but then that hot hand is gone.
Trey McBride got in the end zone twice last game.
I like McBride.
Yeah, 10 receptions.
He's real nice.
Jacoby Brissett is really using him as a safety blanket, which is good. I
miss when Jacoby was on the Browns.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It was a decent run.
He's okay.
Decent run.
He's okay. He's not awful. But the Packers won that game 27-23. Commanders Cowboys blowout. Another blowout for Dallas. They've done it 2 times.
The Commanders have such a hard fall off right now. It's kind of crazy.
They do. 3 passing touchdowns out of Dak. Still heavily in the MVP race for me.
He's showing. He knows.
Yeah.
Like he's doing real good. And I mean, I hate to say it. It is the Cowboys, but they are looking good.
They'll fall off at some point. It'll be some point.
100%. Especially with the way past patterns have gone, but then you also have George Pickens, which is a problem. Like off the field.
You said who?
George Pickens off the field. Like
you said who? You said who?
George Pickens out of the field.
4 receptions for 82 yards. Now, I mean, I know last week I said that barbecue chicken, collard greens, but it was barbecue chickens and collard greens. I mean,
I just think he has an issue outside of football.
He does. But I love George Pickens, barbecue chicken, collard greens, 4 receptions for 82 yards.
That was a great moment.
On the Fifth Quarter podcast. That was awesome.
That was
a awesome moment. CeeDee Lamb though, barbecue chicken, collard greens, 5 receptions, 110 yards.
Him coming back. Oh my goodness.
Javonte Williams, really 19 carries, 116 yards.
He's showing out too. I can't believe that.
Yeah, he is. And
every game
they're playing, man. Them boys are playing. Marcus Mariota is going to start next game.
JD is hurt, sadly again. Man. Hamstring, I think.
Not much to say about the Commanders though, man.
Krosky Merritt's not doing good at all.
Yeah.
It's such a downfall.
Yeah. It's starting to look rough. I think the next game that we got here is the Sunday night game here. Niners Falcons. So let me know about the Falcons, man. So they go and they beat a team that is, the Falcons. Watch out for the Falcons. They're gonna start. They're coming. They beat the Bills and then they come out and play the Niners.
The Bills aren't all that, and then they also say coming in, Michael Penix just had 1 bad game. I don't know,
man.
Yeah, the Falcons.
The Falcons are. I like the Falcons a lot. They're a good team, but why they couldn't even move the ball this game? It looked like night and day from last game to this game. Last game it looked like they showed some dominance, and this week they couldn't. Mac Jones didn't. It was a CMC game.
Mac Jones is solid.
Yeah.
I feel like he could take Brock Purdy's spot, but Brock Purdy is reliable. Wow. I like Brock Purdy though, Mr. Irrelevant.
Are you ready to have that conversation?
Mac Jones taking his spot?
Are you ready to have that conversation now?
I think so.
Brock Purdy over Mac Jones over Brock Purdy? I don't know, man.
I think Mac Jones is a Niners QB. He looks comfortable and he looks good. I mean, he did have 1 interception, but 17 for 26 isn't terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'm not saying
Mac Jones is awful. I'm just saying, you pay a guy all this money, and now you're not going to start him. That's a can of worms that you're opening right there.
Yeah, 100%. And once again, it is a business. So.
Right. 24, 129, and 2 touchdowns for Christian McCaffrey.
CMC.
Looked good.
Such a dog.
Christian McCaffrey always gets yards, man. He always gets yards, always churning. My Bucks.
Not that much to talk about.
My Bucks.
Sadly, I hated watching this game.
There is. Baker doesn't have anybody.
I could say
Mike Evans, by the way, out, broken collarbone, rest of the season. Really sad when that happened. I almost shed a tear.
Yeah,
Almost shed a tear.
concussion, knocked out on the field.
but, dude,
My heart dropped as soon
Yeah.
as I saw that.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield, he tried. He had an off night. He had to throw 50 passes to even be remotely
such
close in
an
the game
off
because
night.
they were so off at the start of the game. Kate Otten, I
do
know
wanna
I like
say-
his stat line, but I don't like him at all.
You don't like
I'm not a
Kate
Kate
Otten?
Otten guy.
No,
Nope,
I love
not at
Kate
all.
Otten.
He's my least favorite Buccaneer.
Wow. Okay.
I don't like him at all.
I mean, I
Emeka
can see
Egbuka,
that. The Bucks are the
Yeah.
wide receiver room is stacked. Like I
Yeah.
like their wide receivers.
Emeka Egbuka looks solid still. 4 receptions, 58. He's
Coming
just
back off that injury
yeah.
too.
That's a solid stat line,
He
but
also did not get targeted that much.
he didn't.
So-
He didn't. Yeah. Tez Johnson 4 for 58 and a touchdown. MVP. Hey, cue the MVP chance for Tez Johnson. Hey, they talking about Baker, Tez. They talking about Baker. They talking about Baker, Tez.
I want to say though, before we get into these line stats, when it was 14-0 in the first half,
yeah. Bro, the
No-
Bucks defense played
no-
better than that score
they played
shows.
really good.
Yeah.
No bias. The refs in Detroit sold that game. There were so many calls. There were so many holding calls. But then you see a flag and it's on the defense on the Bucks, on the offense on the Bucks.
Yeah.
And I was just so baffled by that. I hate watching an unfair game.
Yeah, I do too. Jahmyr Gibbs, I think he's probably the best player of the day.
Yeah, that was unstoppable.
He
did
played
do
great.
really
He
good.
did really good. Had a 75-yard run, 70 carries, 136 yards, and 2 touchdowns, as well as 3 receptions for 82 yards and a touchdown. He was playing out of his mind. And in the second half, they kind of slowed down. They kind of slowed down in the second half.
The Bucks did. That was the best Bucks defense I feel like I've seen.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
matter the score, that was amazing.
They're playing great, and yeah, I'm seeing a lot of improvement out of the Bucks defense, and then now guys are out for the offense. So
Yeah, I hate to see that.
Right.
Especially to the Bucks. Like
yeah.
you gotta respect the Bucks.
Yeah, it's okay though. I think the Bucks will pick it up this week against the Saints. But on to the last game of the day, and this game started at 10 p.m. I wasn't even really awake for this one.
Yeah, I was almost
Texans,
asleep.
Seahawks, JSN with a posterized dunk on the celebration.
He is nasty.
He is
this
nasty.
year.
He is nasty. Offensive Player of the Year in my books. I think he's better, just slightly better than Jonathan Taylor this year. 8 receptions, 123 yards, and a touchdown. Played fantastic. Sam Darnold's playing good.
I feel like it's more difficult to also get that connection, that QB wide receiver connection. So
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's a clear
Yeah.
offensive player. of the year.
Charbonnet with 2 rushing touchdowns. He played great as well.
Yes, sir.
Just a dominant win that the Seahawks
And
needed.
it's, once again, I mean,
for
Sam
sure.
Darnold, 31 passes, 17 completions, but
Yeah,
you don't need to complete that many passes to win a
exactly.
game.
You don't.
And the score honestly doesn't define that. The Texans defense did do pretty good. They were
At the
getting
end,
some picks. Yeah.
near the end. Yeah, they played
But-
okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the NFL recap that week. Solid week.
It was a good week,
It was a good week.
especially for Browns
Some
fans.
different.
Just want to say.
Yeah. Let's go into our takes this week for NFL. First up, Vikings Chargers tonight. Who we taking?
I'm gonna have to go with the Chargers on this one. They haven't been playing that good, but I feel like it could be a real good bounce back game. The Vikings offense isn't that good. Their defense does look a little
Yeah.
decent. Oh, speaking of Vikings, did you see Aaron Jones possibly coming back?
Playing. Yeah. Is he gonna play this game?
I don't know about this game, but it's
Next
a
game?
possible comeback.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chargers too. I think Justin Herbert's gonna bounce back just like per usual.
Yep.
Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnson, Keenan Allen. That's a lot for a Vikings defense to handle.
Justin Herbert is nice.
He is nice.
He's
He
a
is
nice
nice.
QB.
But I look quarterback for quarterback, and I say, yeah. I look at Justin Herbert, and I say he's the winner of this game.
Yeah.
Dolphins Falcons. I got the Falcons by a long
Easily
shot.
Falcons.
The Falcons should have a bounce back game, and they should really assert their dominance in this game as well. Not really much to say about that game, honestly. It's
No.
not going to be close at all.
Especially after these past few weeks.
Yeah.
Tua
Bears,
turned the ball over.
Bears, Ravens. Give me the Bears in this one. I think Lamar's coming back.
He is coming back.
He's coming back.
I'm
but,
gonna have to take the Ravens on that one.
Oh man, I don't like. They have the worst defense in the league.
That is true. They
Man.
do regularly right now on paper they do have the worst defense, but as they normally do, like with Lamar, that's an average of 30 points.
Yeah.
I feel like he can really do just like Baker with his 4th, 5th, and 6th wide receivers.
Here's my problem though with that take. Lamar Jackson, he's a great player, but
he just can't play defense.
They can't play defense, and that's where I'm going to draw the line. Caleb Williams is starting to play great. They need a turnover out of Caleb Williams if that's going to happen. And surprisingly, he's a really good at keeping the ball and not turning it over too much.
If the Bears do good defensively, against Lamar, I honestly feel like that could be a statement game.
Yeah.
Even though they are 1-5.
Yeah. Jets, Bengals. I got the Bengals.
Bengals.
Joe Flacco's gonna tear him up again. In my eyes.
Yeah, Bengals. No say. I hate saying all these AFC North teams, but
yeah,
there's no say.
Yeah, I got the Bengals. I think Joe Flacco's. He's still psyched that he has Jamar Chase and T Higgins as his receivers, and he's gonna show.
He's accurate. He knows what he's doing.
Right.
And I don't know if you saw, Jamar Chase missed a pass, and Joe Flacco's over there.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Bills, Panthers. Who we taking?
I got the Panthers on this one. Bills.
I got the Panthers as well.
Bills are not that strong this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the Panthers in this one. I don't know. I like Josh Allen, but I look at this Panthers squad and I say, man, wait, watch out. They might be putting it together. Bryce Young, he's my favorite QB in the league.
I love Bryce.
My favorite QB in the league, and it brings a smile to my face when he wins football games. And right now he's not lining it up on the stat sheet right now, but
I said that when he came out of Alabama. I even said he was going to be the first round pick or the first overall.
Well, it all starts with their head coach, right?
Yeah.
For the Panthers, they have Dave Canales as their head coach, and he's really starting to put it together.
He's turning that organization around.
He is. And the Panthers sitting at 4-3 right now. They are better than they have been in the past 6 years, at least. 49ers, Texans. I'm taking the Niners in this one.
I'm taking the Niners too.
The Texans, they don't really surprise me anymore.
Their offense.
I look at CJ Stroud and I say, what happened, bro?
Yeah, what?
Like
what
it's like Bryce Young and CJ Stroud kind of flip flopped.
Yeah, 100%, and that's what I want. Honestly, I wanted that to happen. I do watch the Ohio State games. I don't
support them.
Yeah, it's like meh, but I wanted to see Bryce Young come out of Alabama and do good in the NBA.
Yeah,
or NFL.
Yeah. Give me the Niners. Mac Jones is playing good. Kendrick Bourne, they have players, and obviously they have players hurt, but the Niners are still a solid team despite everything that's gone. Just because of the coaches alone, they're helping them. So, yeah, give me the Niners in that one. And I'm sorry, brother, but this one's not gonna be so good for you. Browns, Patriots.
I'm taking the Browns because
that's bias.
But they're 31-6. That's such a big confidence booster.
Against the Dolphins, though.
But our defense has always been good the past few years, and the offense is still getting there. But I also feel like it's a head coach issue. It's 100% head coach.
It is. I'm taking the Patriots. Hey, Drake May, you're balling,
I'll
brother.
respect it. I like Drake May.
Yeah, Kayshon Boutte is really cooking as well, and I think just if you give Travion Henderson the ball more, and we'll start to see.
He's a dog
insane.
Too.
Yeah, he's a dog, man. Next game we got here, Giants Eagles again, repeat 1 p.m. this time. I got the Eagles again. I know you're rocking with the Giants.
I'm sticking with the Giants. Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm definitely sticking with the Giants,
especially after that loss. I think the Giants are a good team now. I think I'll put them in a good team kind of tier. I think they're a solid team just because of their defensive presence that they have, but. Give me the Eagles to bounce back again. I don't see the Giants beating them twice.
I like that pick though because it could go 50-50. The first game.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants won.
Yeah, the first game could be a fluke. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows? They are 2-5.
Yeah. So give me the Eagles. I think that Jalen Hurts is going to air it out again, and I think this time that they'll get it right.
Yeah,
they'll get it right.
I believe that.
Yeah. Bucks Saints. Give me the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, give me the Buccaneers.
I understand that the Saints, they're more healthy and they keep games close, and we're kind of the Bucks' kryptonite is the Saints, but
That is true.
But
with
the
that
Saints
Bucks
are
defense,
the
I
Bucks
feel like
defense
they're
is
coming
playing
out
good.
hot right now.
Yeah, that's gonna be a low scoring game in my eyes.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a 17-14 game, a 14-10 game. It's gonna be a low scoring game, and just give me the Bucks. I think they have more grit and just overall just better firepower on their team. Titans Colts, give me the Colts by 50. I don't know.
I shouldn't even have to say anything.
I'll say this right now. For anybody who's watching, if the Titans win this football game, $1,000.
Damn.
Bro, the Titans are not winning. The Titans are not winning this game.
I'm really confident on that, but I'm not putting 1,000.
The Titans are not winning this game.
It is the NFL.
The Titans aren't winning.
They're run by Vegas.
They aren't winning. Cowboys Broncos. That's a really good game. Give me the Broncos. Really the Broncos are striking.
I want to take the Broncos because
they're striking hot. They're striking hot right now. Give me 1,000 on the Broncos as well.
I like the confidence. I really like the confidence.
Yeah. The Broncos. Bo Nix is cooking. That defense is just insane. I don't know if you saw that stat, but the Broncos are on pace to have the most sacks in the season since the '85 Bears.
Yeah, Nick Bonita.
So he's going crazy. So. Yeah, give me the Broncos comfortably in that one.
Yeah,
right.
I respect that.
Packers Steelers. What are we thinking? Aaron Rodgers' first time playing his former Packers team. What we think here?
This is an actual good matchup compared to the other AFC North teams we chose. Yeah. So I'm definitely taking the Packers.
I'm taking the Packers as well.
No bias either. I feel like the Packers are going to come out swinging.
Yeah, they are. Jordan Love. He's starting to prove that he's a good quarterback in this league. He has for the past couple seasons, but Josh Jacobs is really playing good. And the Steelers, they gave up a lot of points last week. And I was surprised. And when you put like $15 billion into your defense, you would expect them to play great. And they're not even playing good. So
Jalen Ramsey was getting torched.
He was. Jalen Ramsey is steady on the fall off here. Steady on the fall off train. But yeah, give me the Packers in that game. I'm not saying comfortably, but give me the Packers. Don't even want to get into that one, dude. Chiefs Commanders. I got the Chiefs. They're the hottest team in the NFL right now. Patrick Mahomes is playing really well, and we got Marcus Mariota on the other side for the Commanders, and I don't really trust that against a Chiefs defense like that.
Yeah, with what is coming out of these games right now, Commanders are not looking hot, and Chiefs are looking real hot. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Yeah. We're gonna pull up the college football games here and really give you some takes here. This is college football has been crazy, man, to say the least. Lots of upsets that happen, and
the rankings are a little bit off right now.
They're very off.
Maybe not top 10, but after that's a little bit off. But
yeah, so we're going over the top 25 matchups here, and we're gonna see what we think. Kind of like we'll go fast on this one. Do a hot takes. Flash takes, I guess. Virginia 16 Virginia against UNC. I'm gonna take Virginia in this one. I like the way that they run the football, and I just don't see UNC really competing against a Virginia team like that.
With the amount of points they've been getting scored on, and the way they've been playing with Billy B back there, I don't like that team.
Yeah,
I don't like him.
Yeah, Billy B, old Billy B. Yeah, man. South Florida versus Memphis. This is a great game.
That's gonna be
a fantastic game. I do have South Florida winning this game though.
Yeah, I do have USF as well.
Probably by like 3, maybe 7. But Memphis is a good team. Memphis is a good team, and South Florida can really be in the college football playoff in the end of the day. So yeah, Ole Miss versus Oklahoma. This is the hot game too. But give me Ole Miss. I think Oklahoma. Last week they really messed up against Texas, and that kind of really set them back a lot, and
only scoring field goals, no touchdowns. I feel like that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I'm taking Ole Miss.
Give me Ole Miss. Yeah, give me Ole Miss. They're playing good.
Coming off that loss to Georgia too, they want to come out hot.
Yeah,
and they did really good against them. Yeah. Only a few mistakes in the end. So
we have 2 really good teams on this game here. I'm saying that as the truth. UCLA versus Indiana. I think
I like that, but
this is a really good game. Trust me. UCLA
They are good.
is a 3-0 football team with that head coach being gone.
That is
And
true.
it was an ugly win last week for them. But I see UCLA and I'm like, they're a good squad, but man, Indiana's probably a national championship favorites right now, so I'll take them probably by 7, maybe 10, maybe.
I like Indiana on that pick.
Yeah, Indiana's a great team.
UCLA is a good team.
Yeah.
Especially I can't say the
Nico
QBs.
Ilyamova or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah,
Nico-
he's really good. Nico.
Did you know when he came from Tennessee, you know why he left Tennessee?
Why?
Because they didn't offer him enough money, and UCLA offered him more.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But that's like, where's the heart in your school anymore?
Yeah,
You're just going to the school for money. Where's the heart?
That's what it is now. That's what college football is, and that's what it's gonna be as far as right now in the state it is. Georgia Tech versus Syracuse.
I think Georgia Tech
is gonna tear them up. But dude, I feel so bad for Syracuse because they have a great QB over there in Syracuse, and he got hurt during that Clemson game. They were tearing him up, and he got hurt. And I thought Syracuse was gonna be a ranked football team at the end of the year, and now they're not because he's hurt. But yeah, give me Georgia Tech by a long shot on this one. Alabama versus South Carolina. I expect Alabama to take care of business, especially in this away game here. Take care of business against South Carolina and, not really slip up much here.
The way they're coming off, they haven't been making much mistakes. And Ty Simpson is looking great. So I feel like that's going to be it could be a blowout game.
Yeah, yep. Illinois versus Washington. I guess, give me Illinois, but I have my doubts.
Washington. Give me the Huskies.
I have my doubts about Illinois. I don't like Illinois like that. I think, them losing to Indiana by however much they did a few weeks ago just kind of ticked me off.
60.
50 points, and they're still ranked. I don't know. That doesn't sit
exactly.
right with me.
I don't think they should be ranked there. That's why anything past the top 10 is a little iffy. But give me the Huskies. Yeah. I like the way they're playing.
All right. That's a hot take there. BYU versus Iowa State. I'm going to take BYU. I think that BYU's defense is better, but Iowa State, I expect them to compete in this game for sure.
I expect a real good game, but BYU.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. So we're both on the BYU here. Mizzou, Vanderbilt, that's probably the game of the week right there.
Yeah.
Vandy.
100%
Diego Pavia. Take us to the promised land. Take us to the promised land, bro.
Oh, my goodness.
Please.
The way he has been playing is insane.
He's been playing such fantastic football. Give me Vanderbilt over Mizzou, especially at home, too. Crowd's going to be lit. So, Baylor versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati's starting to cook up a little bit here.
Give me the Bearcats. Come on, Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati's starting to cook up a little bit here. Give me Cincinnati. Not much to really say about that one. Texas Tech against Oklahoma State.
This
obviously
could be a game. This could really be a game. I'm dead serious. Oklahoma State is not anything to play with.
Are we serious?
Yeah. The way Texas Tech lost last week? Come on now.
Are we serious? No. Give me Texas Tech, man. By at least 20.
Give me Oklahoma State.
Give me Texas Tech by at least 20. No.
I don't know. It could be biased.
There's no way.
I don't know how much I trust Texas Tech.
Wow. They just lost one game. That's it. One game.
Yeah.
Their defense is amazing. So, Texas, Mississippi State. I'm going to take Mississippi State to finally get into the rankings.
Yeah.
They always get on the cusp of being in the rankings, and they never get there.
And Texas has not been good.
Texas.
I don't know how they're ranked.
Yeah, I don't know. They're like this. They're up, down, up, down. It's like I don't know what they expect out of you.
Down against non-ranked teams. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Barely beat Kentucky.
They play weird games. Oregon, Wisconsin. Not much to say about this game.
Yeah,
give me Oregon.
100%.
Stanford, Miami. Give me Miami, but Stanford's not the worst football team ever, and maybe I'm just saying that because I'm a Florida State fan, but I give me Miami on this one.
I hate to say, give me Miami.
Give me Miami. Texas Tech, LSU, or Texas A&M, LSU. Texas A&M. LSU is not really a competitive football team. Yeah. Texas, that might be a borderline upset game, or not upset.
That would be a
blowout.
crazy upset.
That would be a crazy upset, but
LSU really fell off.
Yeah, LSU did fall off. I think borderline blowout win
it could be
for
Brian
Texas
Kelly.
A&M. Oh wow, that's not a take too. Brian, I don't like Brian Kelly, but he's he's definitely a solid coach to say the least.
Oh yeah,
100%. We got Michigan against Michigan State. Bryce.
I'm taking Michigan State in this.
I got Michigan. I got Michigan winning. Michigan State. They've won 3 games.
They put up 10 or it was 14, but they put up 10 really fast against Indiana.
Really?
And that was a pretty good game.
Give me Michigan on that one. Give me Michigan. Boston College, Louisville. Louisville's a good school, a good team. I thought they would be ranked higher now that they beat Miami, but yeah, give me Louisville. Not much to say there at all, but Louisville's got good defense. So yeah, give me Louisville.
Cooking Miami.
Yeah, I know. Carson Beck 4 picks.
Insane. Should have been 5.
Tennessee, Kentucky. Give me Tennessee in this one. I think they can handle this one here.
Yeah, especially with Tennessee's
statement
QB
win
right now. Oh my.
Yeah, statement win there. Yeah, not much to say there. Tennessee's gonna win that game there, and then Arizona State against Houston. I love Sam Hartman. I think that's his name, right?
Yeah.
Sam Hartman. Yeah. Arizona State's QB. I love him. I remember watching him in the college football playoff last year. He was playing fantastic football, and yeah, give me Arizona State in that one against Houston.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I'm taking Arizona State there too. I really like that. Really like that offense and the way they're coming out after that upset. They could be coming off swinging real hot. So Arizona State picked up a big win last week, and I expect them to do it yet once again. But I think that's going to be it, man. That's going to be it for the podcast. And we got more NBA coming up, and with more NBA, we'll have way more talks too. It'll be way more in depth.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a list of games to talk about every single week, especially now that it's in full force. We got a lot, multiple games to talk about for every single team every single week. So
we also support different teams, so we'll also be going at it too. It'll be super fun.
Right, exactly. Clippers Magic should be fun.
Yeah,
that should be a very fun game. But anyways, that's it for the Fifth Quarter Podcast. I'm your host, Caden Aguiar, and Mike, say your goodbyes here.
I will see you all later.
And that's it, guys. Fifth Quarter's out. Good.